because I want to help my girls. Um, it's so emotional though. My son, he plays baseball. He's active. He has no problem with the weight, but my two youngest girls are pre-diabetic. They have to keep going and having their blood sugar tested and all this stuff. And they have an unhealthy relationship, like I have an unhealthy relationship with food. I'm feeling like I'm overcoming this. I think the To Be mindset has been a godsend. I'm just trying to get them on board, and they're not quite on board yet. So other than that, this has been great. I'm with the rest of the girls. The community is so wonderful and inspiring, and they will help you. However, where I'm at is that I just work a lot. So I feel like I'm a little bit behind, and then I get a little scatterbrained and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm very excited that we are all having this meeting before you go to Disney. How wonderful. And that's my story.
Thank you, Laura. That was great. Thank you for sharing. And yes, it is easy to feel like you're behind. Remember, you guys are your own boss. This is your business. However, right now you don't know what to do. So I'm not your boss, but kind of right now I kind of am, just because, and Lindsay really too, just because you don't know what to do, right? So that's okay. If you feel like you get behind and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't checked in for a couple days and I don't know what's going on, then once you do check in, you see what you missed. You do the first thing first, and the next thing not at all. Once you finish the first thing, you go to the next thing. I think that's the biggest reason people stop, is because they feel overwhelmed, they feel behind. You're not behind, you're just wherever you are. Just remember that, okay? All right, this is the last thing that we're going to talk about together, and then I'm just going to go through everything, and if you have questions, stop me. So this is a little bit more goal-related, fitness and business. So a lot of you already kind of talked about some fitness goals. Some of you have already reached some of those goals or on your way. So if there's anything else that you want to add to what your personal fitness goals are, because one misconception is that a Beachbody coach is like at their goal weight or their goal size or figure or shape or whatever, and that's just not true at all. Some people absolutely are, but maybe if they've reached their goal weight, now they're like, okay, well now my goal is I really want to tone, or I want to build some muscle, or I want to whatever. And then business, and I know this is hard because you just started and you're like, I don't even know. I'm just like all in, ready to see what happens. And if it happens, it happens. I'll keep going. So that's how I kind of was at first. And now my goals have changed. Now I'm in it, and I know that I do love it, and I want to keep going. And my long-term goal as a coach is that I love teaching, so I'm not really wanting to quit my job, but I don't really see myself. I don't really want to be teaching when I'm like 70 years old. And with the state of Illinois and the way things are keep going for teachers, I just am not banking on too much there, especially with retirement. So my goal is that I can retire early and retire my husband, and we can start enjoying some things a little bit earlier than a lot of people would. Also really just for my kids, like I paid for my whole college, which is fine. I learned a lot from that, but I would love to help out a lot more with my kids for different things like that. So I think they can still learn to be financially responsible and not have debt when they're, student loan debt when they're 37 years old. So I would love to do those kinds of things. So business wise, I'm all in. I am a coach that wants to really do this. And fitness wise, To Be Mindset has done the same for me. It's really launched me on a place where I was getting kind of stuck, even though I was still working out and following the 21-day fixed plan with those containers. Those containers didn't always do the right thing for me when I wasn't super laser focused. So that's kind of what I am there. If anybody wants to share, some of you already talked about fitness. So if you want to share anything else with that, and then business wise, these are helpful here, these 4 choices. So are you just like, it would be great to cover my Shakeology and any other products I'd like to try with my, commission? Or would it be nice to have a little bit of extra money every month to help out with different things? Number 3 would be like, I want to be a full-time coach. and possibly make this my full-time job and quit my job or go part-time on my job that I have currently. And number 4 would be like, I'm all in. I want to do, like, the sky's the limit. So really all you would have to do is tell me a number. If you want to elaborate, you can. So we'll just go in the same order. So Kelly, anything more about fitness or business goals?
Sure. I probably ultimately would like to lose like another 10 to 15 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always focused on like wanting to be skinny, and that has sort of shifted to like I want to be stronger and like just build more muscle and tone versus like being a skinny stick person. Like it's just not a viable thing, and I feel like strength is very important. My long-term vision is totally up in the air right now. Like right now, it'd be great to get my products paid for. My business right now doesn't allow me a lot of, I mean, it allows me flexibility because it's my husband and I and another couple, but it's also like the main focus in our lives. Like we dumped our entire life savings into buying this place. So that is definitely like my main focus work-wise.
Yeah.
But once I started like getting into the program and all that kind of stuff, like it just sort of became a little bit more intriguing as far as being involved with other people, learning more things, and being a part of the different groups. Like it just kind of sucked me in a little bit. So
it does that. Okay, sounds good. All right, Janae, what about you?
I still have about 10 pounds I'd like to lose, but I don't know if that's really realistic for my body type. And I just have to tell myself I really just want to tone.
Yeah.
Because it's about how my clothes fit, not necessarily what the scale says for me now. And I have to get over that concept because when I was younger, I definitely probably relied on the scale more so than just what I look like. Business-wise, I think I originally kind of reached out maybe wanting to be a coach just to get my product paid for, but it would be nice to be able to say, let's save this extra money for a family vacation. Living in Florida, we have to go somewhere else, but to be able to go somewhere else and have that extra money and not have to say, let's save our paychecks for that, but to save this for that.
Okay. And Laura?
I have lost almost 13 pounds from doing this now, but I'm with the rest of the girls. It's not so much the numbers on the scale. It's how I look in clothes or how I'm, fitting into clothes. I've always been bigger boned per se, but I just want to fit into these size 12, 10 jeans again. Yeah. As far as the business part of it, I went to school for psychology and I love helping people. I am a service person. I'm working at County Market and I service people all the time. As I get more comfortable and I think more self-assured of what I'm doing, I'm hoping to just take off with it. Right now, I'm like the other girls. It's nice to have that discount when you're purchasing the programs. However, I want to start making some income and part that I don't have to be away from home for 16 hours out of a 24-hour day. Yeah. I want to be able to spend time with my kids. I don't want to have to work weekends all the time. So I definitely am looking to grow my business and to be able to do things where I don't have to have a part-time job anymore.
Yeah.
Along with my full-time.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah. That is helpful for me to know. Because the next thing is your 30 to 60 day roadmap, and it's 30 to 60 days because depending on what your goals are, you might be on the 30-day roadmap and working a little bit faster, or if you're not, then it might be a little bit more 60 days. So that's why that means. But no matter whatever your goal is, our first goal is for you to earn your investment back. So you all made an investment, whether it was with a challenge pack or whatever, your Shakeology purchase, and we want you to get that residual income to get that product paid for every month. And so all of you are already in at least one of my groups, whether it's just the 2B group or also the tracker app. Maybe it's just one or the other. And so what we want to do is we want you to invite some people to join you with it. And the new coach group is going to help you with that. But Basically, just don't worry about, oh my gosh, I have to run a group. If you're in the Tracker app with me, you already know that Megan and I run our groups together. We didn't always, we did at the beginning, and then I was like ready to run my own, and I did for a very long time. And then in January, I reached out to her again, and I was like, do you want to do these together again? Because it's just more fun when we do it together. And then it kind of shows people what our team is about, and that when we say that us coaches really do get along and share, they can see that that actually is happening. And so that's what we're doing. So the next group date, like we have in the Tracker app, it's just continual, but I always start a new round with a new theme on the first Monday of the month. Now, I didn't do that this month because with the 4th of July, it was kind of weird. So otherwise, you can pretty much count on the first Monday of the month as a new round. So the 9th, this coming Monday, is actually our new group. And then next month, that first Monday for August will be the new month. The 2B group, the 2B mindset group, which is really what I'm inviting most people to because it can work for just pretty much anybody, which is why we all love it. That's an ongoing group. And now that big group that you guys are in that has a ton of people, they can still go in that, but you have seen that I've made my own separate group too, Carissa's Bunnies, just to check in, and it's a little bit less overwhelming, but I don't like, for people to not have that big group either, because those are the people that were in that test group with Alana herself, and they know more than I do. And so I'm learning and I'm getting there. So you're pretty much you can invite, and that's the nice thing is that it's kind of an ongoing group. You don't have to be like, well, I don't have any groups going on right now, because there will always be a group to invite to. I told you I was going to announce you guys as coaches. I'll probably get that scheduled for this week. And so that'll be like a public post on my Facebook page to be like, welcome to my team, and kind of like how I did in the Goal Getters page or in our Learn, Love, Let Go page. So if you want me to wait for a certain day or until after a certain day because you want to at least tell your family you're doing this, or if you're nervous about it or whatever, let me know. If you don't care, then I'll just have it scheduled to post this week. And then after that, or you don't have to wait for me to announce you can make your first post kind of announcing what you're doing and a little bit about why, and then asking people to join you. So here's an example. So it might be a picture of you. It might be a picture of you with your family, or you just hanging out doing what you like to do. Maybe you're going to have your products with it. You don't want to be super salesy and be like, here's my Shakeology. Like that looks salesy and fake. So do not do that. Some people have their stuff out, or like it's after their workout or whatever, but I remember when I first started, I did all that stuff. I posted like stock photos of like the bag of Shakeology, and I was like, let me know if you want some. And then like nobody responded. And I would never ask you to do that because people are just going to scroll right through that. But I do sometimes will post myself drinking my shake and be like, I'm drinking a chocolate salad today for breakfast, and it's so good. And people are like, what's a chocolate salad? So, stuff like that. And I can help you with that. But here is an example of what it might sound like. Now, if you don't talk like this, of course, you're not going to say this, but this is kind of an example. So I'm so excited for the next step I'm taking in my life. I've decided to hold myself to the utmost accountability and help take care of myself and my family better by becoming a health and fitness coach supporting Team Beachbody. You don't even have to mention Team Beachbody. You can just say becoming a health and fitness coach. Does this mean I know everything? Nope. Does it mean I'm willing to learn and grow? Yes. And it also means I'm still on my own journey. My first private online virtual accountability group starts Monday, or if you want to promote for the August group to give you more time, you can say it starts August, I can't see the calendar, but whatever that first Monday is. And I'm looking for people to come help me push through, like, comment, or message me to join and get this party started. That's an example. Again, you don't have to post that word for word, but something along the lines of, you're a coach, you've got a group, you've been working on your goals, and you're on your way. Who wants to do it with me? So simple. Then as people like it or comment, you message them, you tell them thanks for the support, and then you ask, are you just showing me some love, or are you interested in some info? Either way, thanks. And then you can ask them a question like, how's your summer going, or whatever. It's not about, hey, I saw your like, do you want to buy something from me? Like, we're trying to talk to them and get to know them because this is a relationship business. This is getting to know people and what it is that they need and to see what we would have to offer them to help them meet that need, okay? Okay, so the first thing, our first goal, besides getting back your investment, which, by the way, start keeping track of everything, because if you are working this as a business and you do start to see some income, it's tax deductible. So your Shakeology, any of your products, your business fees, if you're sending stuff in the mail, postage, workout clothes, like all things related is tax deductible. So there's apps that you can get to track, or you can do the paper pencil method or whatever. But come tax time, it's nice to know that that is part of it. This is a business. So even part of my internet, my cell phone bills, I can do a certain percentage of that. Mileage if I'm going somewhere, whatever. So that's just kind of like a added thing. So Success Club. Basically, if you help at least 3 or more people in a month get started, then you've hit Success Club. So this is all about when you're talking to people to see what the need is. And if you feel salesy, then don't do it. If you feel icky, then don't do it. Change it to sound like something that you would say. If you are talking to somebody and you are like, hey, did you want some information? Okay. This is okay. I'm about ready to wrap it up because this is the most important part. And then the next few slides are just like, you need to know about this, but it's not super important right now. If you're having a conversation, you're like, I don't know what to say, like they said no, or they asked me a question, I don't know the answer, then you can screenshot me the conversation and I can help you, or you can also post it in the new coach group. So basically your goal is to find 3 people or more in the month to join you, okay? And if you do that, you'll hit what's called Success Club. So what is that? Well, you get some points for the packages that you sell. It's important to think of, these are people, they are not points. Sometimes people are like, I gotta get more points, I gotta get more points. No, you wanna help people. If it's not for them, it's not for them. It might be for somebody else, okay? And I've had plenty of people tell me no, and then later they've changed their mind or whatever. So if it's a no, that's fine, but there's also ways that you can ask, well, tell me a little bit about like why, or it just depends. If you feel gross asking them that, then don't ask them. But when you get an objection like money, you're like, yeah, I do understand, it does sound like a lot. When you break it down, it's about $4 a shake, and it's way more beneficial than the protein powder that you get at Walmart. And here's why, because a lot of times they just don't understand. And then when you explain it to them, because that was me, that was like, I'm not paying that much. And then when I realized what it was and how good it was for me, and I did try it, I was like, okay, you're right, I like it. So you just never know. They will get the free access to Beachbody On Demand. Some of them are already going to purchase that if they get that as part of their packages. And the Shakeology will go on auto shipment. Some people are nervous about that. They can control that online. They can skip a month if they want to. Just let them know that. And it comes up when they go to order, so it'll tell them. Let's see. So basically what you need to know about Success Club is if you get 3 people to join you in the month, you've hit Success Club. Now, it doesn't mean you do 3 people, and if it's early in the month, you stop asking people. You can keep going, you get more, and here's why. If you do it for your first 3 months as a coach, then you can earn a free ticket to Summit, which we just came back from, so I know you guys have seen me post lots of pictures and talk about it. It's really fun. It's so beneficial. There's so much good training and so many good speakers, and then as a team, we have a great time. It was in Indy this year. It's going to be in Indy again next year. There is a cost for the ticket. Right now it's on sale for $130 through the 9th, I think. So if you're like, yeah, I want to go, but I'm going to try for that free ticket, what happens is some people will purchase their ticket now, and then they get a Success Starter, they earn it, and you get that money back, is what happens. Also, the Success Club trip last year was Riviera Maya. When I first started, I was like, there's no way I'm going on any trips. Like, I'm a mom, I don't go on trips. Well, I earned it, and I went. I went with Megan, and I both went. We had it totally paid for because you get $10 in Success Club trip dollars towards your trip. And we got it paid for. We didn't have to pay anything for that. And we got to go on a trip. Next year, it's Bahamas cruise in March 2019. Also, when you hit Success Club, you get what's called free customers or free leads. So people that like see the infomercial and they're like, oh, I want to try that. They want to order Shakeology, or they want to get a program or whatever, and they go online, but they don't know a coach, and they just go on and sign up. They will be assigned a coach, and you will see that in your online office. It'll show you have a new customer, and I reach out. I send them an email. I have a little blurb that I tell them a little bit about me. I ask them about their goals, and I say, I have a group going. Do you want to join it? Because they've already purchased a product, so they're doing Beachbody program. Sometimes they don't respond, and sometimes they're like, yeah, and they join my group. And then if they end up ordering something later, I get the commission off of that because they're one of my customers and I'm helping them. So that's Success Club. So that's a goal, to try to get Success Club every single month, if you can. So think about it as, what 3 people can I help this month? And then a new month starts, you're like, okay, what 3 people can I help this month or more? Emerald rank is your next goal. So right now you're at the coach rank. So you're a coach. You get the discount. You can earn commission, which is 25%. You can run the groups. You're in the team pages that I've added you to. Emerald rank means you've got 2 coaches under you, 1 on each leg. So like, this is me, and then I have a right leg and a left leg of coaches in my downline. So Kelly and Laura, you are on my left leg, and Janae, you are on my right leg. And I'll get into what that means here in a second. But again, this part, Emerald rank, what you need to know is once you get to Emerald rank, this is where you can earn what's called bonus, Team Cycle bonus. And so I'm going to tell you what that means. If you get, or I should say when you get somebody interested in becoming a coach, let me know and I will show you how to get them signed up, because you're going to put them on one of your legs. It doesn't really matter which one. But then when you get another person that wants to be a coach, whether it's for the discount or more, doesn't matter, you're going to put them on the other leg. So you'll have 1 on your right and 1 on your left, and you'll be Emerald rank. So before you sign them up, message me and I'll help you get them signed up. That way you end up with 1 on each side. Some people forget. It rarely happens, but if you forget and you accidentally put them both on the same side, you've got like 3 days to send an email to say, oops, I want them switched. So if you forget, it's okay. You've got a few days to get it fixed. But typically what happens is you can set your placement. And so once, like I said, just tell me when you've got someone interested. I'll show you how to set the placement. They'll get signed up, and then immediately after that, I'll say, okay, so just so you don't forget, now go in and set your placement to the opposite leg. That way, when you have your next coach signed up, they'll automatically go on the other side, and you'll be Emerald. Why is it important to be Emerald? Well, other than it's a shiny birthstone, and it's my birthstone, you can get what's called Team Cycle bonus. This part, I promise you, is easier than what it sounds. When I first started, I didn't understand it. Once I hit Emerald and I saw it happening, I was like, oh, I get that. That's awesome. I'm earning some extra money. So before you hit Emerald, the only way that you can earn income is based on commission. And that's not a bad thing, but the residual income comes from Team Cycle bonus. So it says it here, 200 from your strong, 100 from your weak equals 1 cycle. You only earn that once you're Emerald. You get $14 every time you cycle at Emerald. And then as you move up the ranks, you get more. And again, know only what you have to now, learn the rest later. So right now, just tell you in your mind, like, I want to get to Emerald pretty quick, because as soon as I do, I can start earning this extra income. So when I told you what side you're on, so Kelly and Laura, you're on my left, that's your strong leg. Janae, you're on my right, that's your strong leg. So the opposite leg would be your weak leg. What does that mean? It just means that whatever your strong leg is you're going to get more volume on that side, because you get volume from anybody else on the team that's on that side. Whatever your weak leg is, you want to try to build that side up so you can get more volume. So that's one reason I put my husband on my left leg and I put like all of our other products under him, because it builds up that side, because that's my weak leg. And it's built it up and I've earned more volume. That makes sense. It might not make sense, and that's fine. Just know in your mind, Success Club, and I want to try to get 2 coaches. Okay? I'm going to kind of skip over this because I don't want to get cut off. I've already kind of talked about what the benefits of Emerald Rank are. And once you get there, we'll talk more about it, because I want you to know you were added to my pages. Goal Getters is where I just added you and announced you, and that's where you'll see the new coach call. These are all things you're going to talk about in the new coach group, which is like how to get started and what to do each day, like your daily vital behaviors of what you want to do. Okay? All right. I know I went through that quickly, and I'm sorry. So I hope your brain isn't frazzled. But right now, your goal is to find 3 people. And if any of them then end up really loving it, then you offer them the discount, or you ask them if they want to join you, and you try to get to Emerald Rank. So Success Club means 3 people. Emerald Rank means 2 coaches. That's what you need to know right now. If you want to understand the ins and outs more later, we will talk about that. Okay? That's all I needed to know when I started. And then once I hit Emerald, I was like, all right, tell me what this bonus thing is again, because I don't get it. And then I got it. And the whole placement thing with the right and the left leg stuff, then I understood it. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay.
Yep.
All right. If there's any questions, I feel like we're going to get cut off any second. But